Hello, future me. I'm back for another day. Please ignore my dirty ass wall. A wall is a lot harder to clean than you think it is, but you already know that. So, today's day 2. I am 17 years old. I'm around 6'4" and around 160 pounds. I have an idea about every week, like every 7 days I record a video, I will do a weight check because I am starting to actually like work out. Again, work out. I'm doing a lot more cardio, like walking and running, which will cause some weight loss. Well, not. I always get like being skinny and weight loss kind of mixed up. Whenever I say I want to weigh less, I just mean I want to get skinnier. I understand that muscle weighs more than fat, so even if I do like lose fat, I will probably not lose a lot of weight. I think that's what my dad tells me. So yeah, I think every 7 videos I will do a weight check because I do want to, do my weight. So I guess at the 7th video, do a weight check. Hopefully I'll be a little bit under 160, but we'll see. Last time I weighed myself, I was like 161, I think. So today has been a very, very, dare I say it, inconsistent day. It started off really good because after I recorded yesterday's video, I was really happy. Like, I was very content in my life. I was like, damn, I just ran a lot and I recorded something that I really enjoyed. And I was really happy. And I went to sleep. I woke up really good, had some coffee. I live every Wednesday and Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I spend the night at my grandparents', which is about a 20-ish minute car ride from school. And I really enjoy those car rides because I just kind of get to relax in my seat, drink some coffee, and listen to some music while my grandpa drives me to school. It's really nice. It's such a nice ride. And I was so happy. First period was so good. My teacher took a selfie on my phone and captioned it. If I feel comfortable enough putting it up here, I'll do it. I might blur out his face or something, but it was a really fun time in my teacher's class. And then comes second period. So this ties into what I talked about yesterday, but sorry if I'm talking kind of quiet. I don't want my dad to hear about this at all. It's really weird that I'm more comfortable talking to potentially thousands of people, potentially thousands of people than I am talking to my dad about this, but this ties in what I was talking about yesterday with my friends and how I feel like that I've been left out, like they're pushing me out of the friend group. So I've also been pushing myself out of the friend group, so I've been sitting at a different table because I'm so edgy and mysterious. And I was just kind of listening to music. I had kind of one ear open because I always do, just in case my teacher calls on my name or whatever. And I overheard my friend inviting everyone but me to a thing tomorrow. And when I heard that, I had a very severe panic attack. And in the in the midst, right before it actually started, I, I thought about The Sopranos. I thought about the first episode of The Sopranos. I haven't even finished it. I just remember the one scene where, fuck, what's his name? Jimmy Soprano had a panic attack, and that was the first thing I thought of because like it was hard to breathe. It was really hard to breathe. I didn't black out or anything, but it was hard to breathe, and I could not stand still. I could not sit still. I had to leave the class. So I did exactly that. I left the class and uh, punched the shit out of a locker like 5 times. Look what I did with my finger. Let's get a close up on that. Focus. Yeah. Anyways, I bruised my finger. I don't know if you can see that. My knuckles are kind of red and a little swollen compared to my other ones. And it hurts really bad to clench my fist. And I punched it, I think, about 5 times. And later in the day, I went back and looked at the locker, and there is a blood stain on it, and it is dented. Whose ever locker that is, I am deeply sorry. I just dented and bloodied up your locker, and I feel really bad about that. But yeah. So after I punched the shit out of a locker 5 times, there was dark red blood leaking down my finger, and my teacher had come out scared shitless, and I do not blame her. So when in the midst of my panic attack, I had left the classroom and I was like, I need to do something to because if you've never had a panic attack, it's a very everyone is different. Everyone's panic attack. My panic attacks kind of go like I can't really control what I'm doing. It's all impulse. Like there's no thought behind my head when I'm doing something while having a panic attack. And I was like, okay, I need to punch something, and I'm not going to punch a person. I would never punch a person. But so I was like, oh, I'll punch the shit out of these lockers. So I did that, thinking that no one would hear. So I want you to imagine punching a shit out of a metal object, a hollow metal object. And I want you to think how quiet that would be. Yeah, like 5 people came out of a classroom doors and just stared at me. And I tried my best not to give them eye contact. And my teacher had come out scared shitless. And she was like, not her exact words, but you could tell, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I had tried to go back in the classroom because I honestly didn't think anyone heard it. So I tried to like go back in the classroom, and she scared me when she popped out of the classroom because I was like, oh shit. Oh fuck. And yeah. And she was like, are you okay? As blood ran down my hand, she was like, are you okay? And then I laughed, and she was like, I already know the answer to that. She was really nice about it. And that's the thing I really like about teachers, is that a lot of people have bad experiences with teachers, and I understand that. But I've gotten very lucky with my teachers. I remember one time in 8th grade, I had a panic attack. And my teacher had, whenever you would leave a classroom, you had like these planners or like a book of like just dates. And if you wanted to go somewhere, your teacher had to like write where you were going and sign it. And I was having a panic attack, and she was like, okay, give me your planner and I'll just let you walk around the school for a bit while you calm down. And I was like, okay. And she gave it. It was like, walk around the school. That's what she wrote. And she laughed and gave it to me. And that was a really cool thing for my 8th grade teacher to do. This is not senior year. This is 8th grade. And I found that really cool of her. And I found it really cool of my English teacher to not flip out on me. But I think she understood that nothing would come out of flipping on me. And she was like, do you want to go somewhere that's just not here? And I was like, yeah, I'll go to the guidance counselor. And so I went to the guidance counselor. Well, no, first I went to the nurse and got a Band-Aid, and they told me that to put some ice on it. They gave me some ice. And my shoe had messed up. Like the shoelace had come like out of the hole in the shoe, so I couldn't tie it correctly. And the one of the nurses saw it, and she was like, okay, I'll tie it for you. So she tied my shoe. And then I went to the guidance counselor. And my guidance counselor is also very nice. They're supposed to be. That they're there for guidance. At first, I didn't want to tell her anything about what had happened, but I eventually gave it and just told her. And I told her, we had talked about it. We'd made some jokes about it. And I really like when an adult will make jokes about a serious topic, because that is like my main coping mechanism. Like, obviously, like when my mom died in October, I make a lot of jokes about it, and that's just something I enjoy doing because, one, it makes people laugh. 2, it doesn't make, I mean, obviously people are going to be sad because my mom's dead, but it kind of takes away some of that sadness, and there's light in a dark situation, and I really like that. And the fact that my guidance counselor would make jokes about what had happened, and like obviously she would like make a joke and then look at me to see my reaction, just to see if it was okay. And when she found out it was okay, she would, it's not like she overdid it. She made like 1 or 2 jokes. But I found that really cool. And I apply, and and we just started talking about like college stuff. And I had started applying for college in the middle of that. Like I went down there because I had a panic attack and punched the shit out of a locker. And I ended up applying for a college. I didn't do it all the way. I kind of got halfway, and then my next period started. So I went into my lunch. I eat lunch at 10:40. It's breakfast. It's not even lunch. But I went there, finger all bandaged up, ice. But yeah, and I spent the rest of the day in a pretty bad mood until my 5th period, my psychology class, when in the moment it sucks so much. Like you're in a really bad mood, and your friend just comes and just doesn't stop talking to you, doesn't stop like showing you stuff. But then, like, after you're like, oh, he was just trying to make me feel better. And I always feel like such a jackass when he's like, hey, look at this. Well, this is funny. I'm like, please just leave me alone. But, like, that's, like, the person who did that, my friend, he's a good person. And I really appreciate him doing that. And it really did make me feel a lot better. And, yeah. So in psychology, my friend made me in a better mood. Sixth period, we read about a story, blah blah blah. I had to get a new band-aid because mine ripped off, and the nurse gave me 2 band-aids, so I put one on and then it just came off, and then I put another one on and I got it too tight, so I had to take it off again and put it back, and I was really scared about having to go back down again and get a 3rd band-aid, but it worked. And then math came along, and math was a doozy. Math was very much a doozy because the main friend who I believed that was pushing me out of the friend group I sit right next to in that class. And we haven't been talking a lot the past couple of days. So, all the events that happened earlier today had, I mean, it was a lot better than what it was, but it was still there, like that feeling, like I was right on the edge of another panic attack. And, right in the middle of math, I started getting this, like, really, like the beginning of a panic attack where you can't breathe very good, and you know, like it just kind of like kicks you back. It's like such a sudden impact, just like, oh shit. I like literally, like I was like doing math and literally that feeling came on and I physically did this. I went it's such a bad feeling. And now that I'm telling this story, I realize how many good friends I have, because my friend who was not the one sitting next to me that I believe that was, but another one, was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And they're like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then they eventually, actually, I have it right here. They gave me this Altoids can. And I was like, because I want to show you, but hold on. Damn it. I am an avid Altoids can collector. So yeah, my friend had brought this into math class, and I was like, holy shit, that is so cool. I've never seen anything like this. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, can I have it? And she was like, maybe. And then after she had noticed that there was something wrong with me, she was like, okay, here, you can have it. I was like, no, I'm fine. She was like, no, here, take it. It's like, okay, fine, I'll take it. And then I opened it up, and there's a little note inside. And I took it out, and I read it, and give me a second. This is a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. It was not this difficult the first time. I don't want to rip it. Oh my god. What are you stuck on, bro? Ow, that's the wrong finger to use. Oh my god. What the fuck? There we go. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I didn't even have to pull it out. That was all worthless. But the note base, I'm not going to show the note. Just, I don't know, it's personal. And all this is personal, but this is, you know, Sid in the future, you said my name. Now you guys know my name. I'm never going to say it again. Me in the future. If you don't have this anymore, what the fuck are you? You know what? Fuck it. I'll show it, because knowing myself, I probably won't have this in the future, and I'll want to know what it says. And I'll go back and watch this, being like, oh, I wonder what that note said, and then I'll just never show it. It says this, if you want to take the time to pause it and read it. But yeah. And I found that really, very, really, really sweet and nice, and I really appreciated that. And now, talking about my day, I realize how good some of my friends are. And I shouldn't be complaining about how I'm being pushed out of my friend group, because I have a lot of good friends. But yeah, so anyways, back to my day. I gotten home. I felt a little bit better. I had a band concert. I'm in band, if you guys didn't know. Or I'm so used to talking in my like normal YouTube voice where I just mention the people watching as you guys, even though this is directed towards me in the future. So me in the future, I keep calling you guys. You're gonna have to get used to it. But yeah, I was just kind of sitting, and I was getting ready for the band concert. I got a little button up because like you have to wear all black to a band concert. Not every band concert, but specifically my school. And Jesus Christ. And I went to the band concert. And the band, it went pretty good. Oh, there was only 2 bands playing. We have like 3 or 4. And it was basically a preview concert for assessment that we're going to have next week, which is basically a test to see how good we are. None of that really matters. But yeah, so after that, we had went to a Culver's where said friend, who I believe is pushing me out, works. If I'm really going to be open and truthful about me and my life, I guess I'll just go out and say it, that the reason I had chose to go to Culver's was to make I don't even know how to phrase it. Like, play with my friends' emotions. It's such a fucked up thing to do. And going back, I'm like, why the fuck was I doing that? And it's such a fucked up thing to do. And kind of in the middle of that, I was like, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like what the fuck am I doing? Like this is such a shitty thing to do. And halfway through that, I was like, I need to apologize for everything, because after the first panic attack and second period where I punched the locker 5 times, after that I was like, what the hell is going on? Why am I not just talking to him? And I had talked to him previously about this, but I'll tell you in a second. But I was like, why the fuck am I not just talking to him? And why am I pushing myself out of the friend group? But even then, while I was having those thoughts after the panic attack, I was like, oh, he hates me. That has to be the only reason why he's not inviting me to places or even talking to me, is that he hates me. He has to hate me. And so I never talked to him. But as I was going up to order custard, I talked to him, and it's really hard for me to be mad at someone. It's really hard for me to be mad at someone while talking to them. So I was being friendly. I told him that there was a girl in the bathroom. And there was, but she was a janitor, or not a janitor. She just cleaned the bathroom. And I told him that, and he looked surprised. And I was like, I never really told him why there was a girl in the bathroom until after we left, or right before we left. But I told him what I wanted, and I went up. I was like, oh my god, it's you. And I pretended that like nothing had happened. I just acted like the panic attack didn't happen. The past 2 days hadn't happened. And I was just like, holy shit, look, I'm in the same place you are. And I just acted like none of it ever happened. And after doing that, I immediately felt so bad about what I've done, what I had done, as in like pushing myself out, not talking to him, and just being kind of an asshole. And I just felt so bad. It's like I just got, I don't know, it's like post-nut clarity basically. But after that, we had eaten the custard. I said bye to him. I got home and I texted him. I texted him this really long fucking paragraph. I might put it up on screen. I don't know. Probably not. Sid. God damn it. I did it again. Now you know my name again. If you're watching this and you're not me, it's fucking exposure lock. But I texted him, and he had texted me back. He texted me back about maybe 20-ish minutes ago, right before kind of like 25 minutes ago before I started recording this. And the way he explained it made it sound very like apologetic, like nothing I had thought was true. And yeah, like he has no reason to fucking hate me. Like I cannot tell you how convinced I was that my friends hated me. But like, why? Why would they hate me? I haven't done anything to them. I've done nothing. There was no reason for them to hate me, and they don't. Like it's such a dumb thought process I go through. So yeah. So today has been a very bad day, but it's also been a pretty good day. I'd say that. I don't really know. I'm going hiking. Oh, wait, no, okay. Lunch and dinner. So for lunch, I had nothing. Yeah, that's right. I had one of those pink Twinkies. They're not called pink Twinkies. They're called like, I don't know. Editor, me. Okay. Leave me right now, or me after this video's uploaded. Leave in the comments what it's called if you can find it. And if you don't, just put I couldn't find it. But yeah, I had basically nothing for lunch. I had two of those pink things, one at lunch and one later in the day. And I got home. I had some Meyer brand country peanut butter, not too much. And then I went to the band thing, came back, got some Culver's, and the mushroom and swish. My dad did the same thing. The mushroom and Swiss burger at Hardee's is so good. It's so good. But the one at Culver's is not so good. It's not that good. But yeah, I have very much enjoyed this talk. And if I think of anything else I want to talk about, I'll put it in the comments. But yes, thank you, future me, for watching. I hope you had some nostalgia ride from this. And if you're a random person that stumbled across this video, I hope you enjoyed me talking about my fucked up day. And I hope that you got enjoyment out of my panic attack. I don't fucking know. I hope you enjoyed it somehow. Okay. Bye. I don't know what the